Yes, yes, yes. We're back. Been a long time. In a couple of weeks, I shouldn't have left you. Without a dope life to step to. We're back. Oh my God. Been a long time. In a couple of weeks, I shouldn't have left. Well, at least we don't need to do a sound check now. We know that everything is present and correct. OMG. Okay, so let me shut that down. Let's get this thing correct. Hold on. Where is it? First things first, let's just copy the link. Drop the link. The link is in. What am I doing now? Oh, yeah. Let's make this thing as it should be. Let's copy that and put it in there. Stick it in there. Stick it in there. Where are we? Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Okay. DJ, Georgie, Porgy, up in the building. How do you do? You know, we had to do this. We simply had to do this. We have had the pleasure of witnessing the 5v5, and it was much more entertaining than I had anticipated. I didn't really care about the 5v5. I never really touched it up. Who was fighting for who? Didn't really care to me. I just cared about the fights. And more specifically, I'll take a sip of my drink. It's been a warm day over here in the UK, specifically speaking, the Middle Earth. So we got to stay hydrated. I'm looking at my screen now. I'm looking at the screen and I'm seeing Denzel Bentley. Is it Denzel Bentley? I think it's Denzel Bentley. I'm working out with Shane McGuigan. And a lot of people, when Shane McGuigan went, not Shane McGuigan, when Daniel Dubois left Shane McGuigan to go over to Don Charles, a lot of people were scratching their heads saying, how does that make sense? But having seen what how Dubois has developed, less robotic, better footwork, more heart. Somehow Don Charles has managed to get Daniel Dubois to tap into his inner animal, especially against El Animal. Well, rather, it was especially on display against El Animal. It's funny that out of the both of them, it was funny to see which one really had the El Animal up in him. And if you saw the fight, you would know that it was not Filip Hrgovic. It was Daniel. It was Triple D. Was Wilder exposed? Well, you know, we've been talking about Wilder for a long time over here on the RDCR, and been exposed to me for a long time, but it's been interesting to see him come over into the open field, playing in the open field with no protection, no PBC protection wrapped around him. And you saw what happened. You see what happens to Deontay Wilder when there's no PBC protection around him. When the curtains go back, you see that you're dealing with a guy who was hyped up, who was pumped up. He was pumped up, and you know, sometimes you can believe your own hype, and it worked for him. It worked for Deontay. It worked for Deontay for a long time against mediocre opponents. Matter of fact, let's just get this. Let's just make sure we got some stats and statistics up on the screen. Let's do this. the keyboard with only half the letters visible. I'm keeping it that way. See if I can kind of master it, crack the code. I did do a Deontay Wilder. It says Sonante. No, we don't want that. We want the D. Looking for the D. Yeah. Okay. Fighters. Okay. So we got him up there. How many windows have I got open? We don't want too many. Okay. That's manageable. That's workable. Where is he? Where is the fella? Let's get him up on the screen for all to see. Let's get that one down. Uh-oh. Let's get that one down. And this one up. Turn the music up. Okay. So what we saying? What we doing? What we saying? Okay. So you can see there. We got Deontay Wilder up on the screen. We're not talk about it. We're gonna have to do an expose. And as a matter of fact, I just realized something else I can do for y'all. So let me do it. How are we gonna do it? How are you gonna do it? All right, let me show you. It's doable. Let me show you. Let's get these things in order. Uh-oh. All right, cool. Move that one out of the way. I want to get that was my new insurance quote. Let me move that one out of the way. Okay. So what we doing? Oh, sharing. Sharing is caring. Who's this chick? She got a nose ring. I'm not down with a nose ring. What about when you need to blow your nose? What's all that about? Come on now. Okay. Was Wilder exposed? Well, when you turn your back on your opponent like that, when you get cracked, you turn your back on your opponent like that. That ain't good. I've never seen that in the textbook. I've never seen that in any boxing textbook I've read. If anybody else, please tell me. Let me know. And what's this here? Have you seen the video yet? When I revealed Deontay Wilder's new lady? We thought that he was lady free over in Saudi. But no. That's because we didn't see Telly Swift there. We didn't recognize this gal, kept this gal in the background. This is actually Deontay Wilder's new lady. After Marcellus exposed Deontay for taking his lady. I don't know if he was main lady or one of his side pieces. It was logical to say, well, if Telly Swift don't leave him, that means they got some kind of arrangement. And then, lo and behold, Deontay Wilder's out in Saudi after his defeat, after his loss, heading to the airport. They call it the Clearport, with his new lady. And it ain't Telly. OMG. Okay, so we're going to get deeper into that. Eurobums trashed US hype jobs. OMG. Eurobums. Oh my gosh. Let me take this down so y'all can see. We're going to have a dramatic zoom in anytime now. You're going to say Deontay Wilder's new lady, his new gal, after Telly Swift dumped him. Telly Swift was slick. She had to make sure she had a baby, so you're going to get them child support payments for the next 14 years. Kid's about 4 by now, so you got 14 years worth of child support payments. So Telly Swift was slick. But Deontay was slicker still because he didn't put a ring on it. Talk like they were married, but he was slick enough not to put a ring on it. Because obviously, you know, he knew he was too busy dealing with his brother's side pieces. You know what I mean? It's not the first time it's happened in the history of the world. And I'm sure it's not the last, but it's highly unfortunate. Okay. So what we're saying, Georgie Porgy in the building, Wizard Sleeves. Well, the best win? Well, the best win is Dusty OTs, 50-year-old OTs, or maybe he's about 48 at the time. Yeah, probably about 52 now. You know what I mean? So that's his best win. So it's kind of shameful. Kind of shameful. Highly unfortunate. Where is this thing? Where is that? Oh, it's got to there already. Got to there already. Okay. We're doing what we're doing, what we're saying. Yeah, Dusty OTs. Might as well call him Dusty. Dinosaurus. So them KOs are straight dives. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Horrible. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that share button. Malcolm Marcel up in the building. Did Malik Scott run to Zhang's? I saw that. Before Deontay Wilder even got back to his corner, Malik Scott would run over to celebrate. To celebrate. You know, Deontay Wilder's 5 people for less. So I don't know what Malik Scott was thinking. He knows that's probably Deontay Wilder's last ride out. And there he is, Malik Scott. Malik Scott there himself. There he is. Both of them walking in different directions. One of them's heading north. One of them's heading west. Different directions. You know what I mean? And when Deontay Wilder watches back the clip at the end of the fight, when before he'd even made it back to his corner, Malik Scott was running to hug up Zhilei Zhang's trainer, while Zhilei Zhang's trainer was holding Zhilei Zhang aloft. So it looked like both of them was holding Zhilei Zhang up. You know what I mean? Not a good look, especially with a man like Deontay. He's liable to take shizzle like that serious. Yeah, how the hell are you going to have a guy who took a dive against you as your trainer? Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. So, Deontay Wilder, is this the end? Have we come to the end of the road with Deontay Wilder? Well, what the hell else is he going to do? What the hell else is he going to do? Where does he go from here? Is it down to the Lake Haifia? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the stats and the facts. I'm not here to mess around. Not here for a long time. Oh no, not that. Where am I looking for? Oh, okay. This. Okay. Hope you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. Payday. They want payday. Let's have a look. Okay. So, hope that's big enough for you to see clearly. But I'll be talking you through this thing real quick like and real smooth like. Deontay LaShawn Wilder, gender, male. He wants to have a baby. He ain't talked about that in a while. Bronze bomber, 38. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. 3-star general. 3-star rating. Let's have a look at Zhilei Zhang. Zhilei Zhang is 4.5-star rating. Superior boxer. Okay, let's go back to Wilder. Let's have a look at this. We've done this ad infinitum over here at the RDCR, but we're going to do this one nice and sweet and swiftly. Nice and sweet and swiftly. Okay, so after he left the under the cloak of protection of the PBC, Deontay Wilder did very, very well. Let's have a look. Let's have a look when he stepped beyond the PBC against Tyson Fury. Let's have a look at 10 fights prior to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go 11. Let's go 11. Let's go 11. Okay. So, Bermain Stavern the first time. Bermain Stavern was a legitimate top 10 at the time. And he picked up a vacant or one. What did Bermain Stavern? How did Bermain Stavern get his WBC strap? Deontay Wilder, that's how he lost it. How did he get it? Stavern down in round 1. Stavern was down in round 1. Hold on, that's the second Deontay. That's first Deontay fight is here. WBC vacant. Okay, so Bermain Stavern won his title, WBC title, which was vacant by beating Chris Arreola. Yeah, the highly rated Chris Arreola. You can't make this shizzle up. How did you become world champion by beating Chris Arreola? You know what I'm saying? It's a PBC thing. PBC thing. Okay, so he beats Chris Arreola. Then he goes on to fight Deontay Wilder. Okay. Oh, he beats a Chris Arreola that he beat already. Chris Arreola. So to win the title, he fought Chris Arreola, who he'd already fought. He beat already. OMG. You know, and then some cooking was going on, because then in comes Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder beat him over 12 rounds. 12 rounds took him, Deontay Wilder, to win. Didn't get him out of there. It was unanimous decision. Okay. So then, who was Bermain Stavern's best win? He lost against Jonathan Goodry. That was his last fight. He lost against Trevor Bryan. Trevor Bryan. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. KO. Trevor Bryan, who got taken out of the game, put in hospital by Cassius Chaney. Trevor Bryan, who lost to Daniel Dubois in 2022 in 4 rounds. Who was? Oh, Trevor Bryan beat Bermain Stavern in 2021. Okay. Talking about low-ranking shizzle. We go back to Bermain Stavern. Who was Bermain Stavern's best win? Lost to Trevor Bryan, Joe Joyce, Deontay Wilder the second time. And Deontay had no business fighting him. Deontay, no business whatsoever. Derek Rossi, he won, beat Derek Rossi. Lost to Deontay Wilder. Chris Arreola might be Bermain Stavern's best win. Chris Arreola beat him twice. Okay, so let's go back to Deontay Wilder. Where are we? There you go. Bermain Stavern beat Bermain Stavern the first time. Points. Eric Molina beat him with a KO round 9. Johan Duapas was that TKO round 11. Duapas Eurobomb. No disrespect. Beat Artur Spilka Eurobomb. KO in round 9. Beat Chris Arreola. Retired. Round 8. Beat TKO'd Gerald Washington. My God, is this your king? Is this your king? Got a highlight reel knockout to Bermain Stavern. It wasn't even Wasn't even boxing at the time. It had one fight in 2 years. Took him out in one round. Romain Stavern, did he even train? Highly unlikely. That was a payday. Al Heyman probably told him, don't worry, man. Don't worry. You know, we're gonna take care of you. We're gonna give you this money, win, lose, or draw. You don't even have to train for this one. You don't even have to train. We're gonna pay you. Don't worry. 100K, okay? Luis Ortiz. Was that the first time? Yeah, the first time. That was an interesting fight. Went 10 rounds with Ortiz. And then he stepped out of the PBC Ring of Protection in 2018. Wow. Is it really that long ago? 2018, he stepped out of the Ring of Protection, the PBC Ring of Protection. Let me have a look in the chat, see what's going down. Sacrificial lamb. I got Ortiz at 55. For real. Diver trains Docker. OMG. Go. Gatekeeper status. Jeez Louise. Smart move from Eddie. Sacrificed his U.S. fighters. Oh my gosh. Sacrificial lamb. Oh Lord. Payday. They want payday. Stop boxing. Stick to twerking. Stick to booty popping. Wilder should not retire until we've seen him KO'd both in face plant and secondary out of the ring. My God. I tell you what, I mean, I'd hate to see what AJ would do to that cat. That shizzle would be brutality. Wilder leaving with a woman, never seen that coming. Well, yeah, it's not Taylor Swift though. It's not his lady. It's a different lady. It's not the old lady. It's the different lady. It's a new lady. Injured his leg. Ariola injured his leg mid-fight. Oh, MG. Dark reality. Andre Pennant up in the building says Deontay needs to get rid of Malik Scott. Yo, Deontay, you really think Deontay can redeem himself at this stage in the game? You really think a different trainer is going to get a different outcome? This guy is mentally shot. He's mentally shot. Deontay Wilder is mentally shot. Who else is he trained though? Who else is he trained? I'm talking about Malik Scott. Somehow, Al Heyman got Wilder a title. 10 defenses and tied Ali. Well, he tied Ali in one of Ali's runs. Not in terms of the quality of the fighter, but in the numbers. But then Ali had a number of runs, a number of title runs. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder had one against mediocre fighters, Euro bums. Let's be honest. Well, can't box 6. Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more up in the building. How do you do? Who stole Wilder's legs? Wilder's record full of laundromat workers and Uber drivers. Wilder did the Michael Jacksons. Because this is thrilling. I'm not like ordinary guys. Brian Bo, Matt McIntyre, or Tim Witherspoon would be a good boxing trainer for Deontay Wilder. Haven't you heard? What's the word? In Johannesburg? Hey, Mark Breeden told you already, Wilder don't like to listen. He don't like to listen. Do you remember when they locked him outside of the changing rooms? Remember who broke that story? Yeah. If I didn't break it, then I was one of the first ones here at the RDCR to bring the story. But they locked Deontay Wilder out. They locked Mark Breland out of the changing rooms. Had the man out there crying, tears, crying eye water, crying the living eye water. You know what I mean? Wilder versus Anderson. Dang, forget that. If Wilder's going to fight again, might as well feed him to AJ. But that would be cruel. I think that Wilder talking about he wants to catch a body. I think Wilder could be a body in that shot, in that fight. Wilder can't even throw a punch no more. He can't even throw a punch no more. Wilder is so shot, mentally shot, that he can't even throw a punch no more. How you like that? I think it's the first time. It's the first time in my life that I've seen a guy who just can't throw a punch no more. Maybe him and Broner. He had a great career and contribution to the sport of boxing. Mr. Coates up in the building. When you gonna press the button, man? Mr. Coates, when are you gonna grow the cojones? When are you gonna grow the cojones to press the damn button and come on live? And so we can have a civilized conversation. I'm gonna put the link in again. When are you gonna grow the cojones to come on live so we can talk to the Rafi live? What's wrong with you, brother? What's wrong with you, brother? Huh? You got a lot to say, and I like that. But press the button so we can talk and entertain the people. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. What was the comment? He had a great career. Well, we're talking about his career. We're talking about his career. It was actually mediocre, bro. I'm gonna show you, probably for the last time ever, because I think the guy's done. I think you should realize that. So the first time he steps beyond the fighting mediocre fighters for the most part. Only Luis Ortiz was legit top 10 and remained Stavern the first time. That's 2015. Wasn't super special, but he wasn't the top 10. Okay. But then he stepped beyond the ring of PBC protection when he fought the Tyson Fury. Coming off a dubious retirement due to his drug fail, which he fought the British Boxing Board of Control tooth and nail, almost bankrupt him. Almost bankrupt the British Boxing Board of Control, trying to keep his PED fail a secret. PED fell to Christian Hamer prior to the Vladimir Klitschko fight, meaning he should have never been in there against Vladimir Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko wasn't lineal, so how did he become lineal after that? And was Tyson Fury number 2? No, he wasn't. Wasn't ranked number 2. So how the hell is he going to become lineal? Become lineal when number 1 and number 2 fight. Tyson Fury wasn't number 2. So he couldn't have been lineal. And Vladimir Klitschko wasn't lineal at the time. How many times do we have to go through this? Come on now. Okay. So let's move on. So then he fought Tyson Fury to a draw. I believe he beat Tyson Fury. That was a long count. But anyway, the referee didn't give it, so I can't give it. Then Dominic Breazeal got him out of there in a round. Dominic Breazeal was horrible. I think Dominic Breazeal got scared. You could see when they faced off, he made Tyson Fury play him out of position. I don't think Dominic Breazeal was as bad as he looked in that fight. But I think with all the hype men, with all Fury's, all Wilder's hype men, all the King's horses and all the King's men saying that Wilder was such a destructive force, I think it got to Dominic Breazeal. It's like you move to a new school and you hear that this guy's a killer, you probably won't even want to look him in his eye. So it got to Dominic Breazeal. Dominic Breazeal froze and got frozen. You're frozen when your heart's not open. Almost needed open heart surgery. Then he fought Luis Ortiz for the second time. Remember in the first fight, the referee literally stopped the fight because Deontay Wilder got pretty much down near got knocked out in that fight, and the referee stopped the fight for a while to let Wilder could get his composure back. So Luis Ortiz pretty much damn near knocked out Deontay Wilder. If the referee hadn't interfered, Deontay Wilder would have lost that fight. Let us not forget. So, yeah. Then he fought Fury, came out to the ring of protection, PBC ring of protection. Got a split decision. That was a draw. Then he took out Dominic Breazeal, who got scared. You believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. You believe the hype, got scared. Then he took out Luis Ortiz after he was losing every round. Made Luis Ortiz's weak shake. Then he fought. Then Tyson Fury kind of ducked him for a couple years. Where is this? What is this? What was that? January. It was the first fight in January. It was in December, wasn't it? Wasn't it the 1st of December? Yeah, that's it. 1st of December, 2018. Then Tyson Fury ducked him till the 22nd of February in 2020. Ducked him for 2 years. And then trained with Sugar Hill. Brought in Sugar Hill Stewart. Came back and put an absolute molly-whopping on Deontay Wilder. That was 2020. 22nd of February, 2020. And then he fought, what was this? And then, what is this? 2020, 2021. And a year and a half later, pretty much damn near 2 years later. What is that? February 2020. What is this? October 21. What is that? That's a damn near over 1.5 years later. 1.5 years later. Kept him waiting for the rematch for 1.5 years. And then they had a interesting fight. Went to 11 rounds. Was interesting for real. Both of them, neither of them looked great, but it was entertaining. And then he beat Robert Helenius. A lot of people think that was a dive in the first round. That was a fight rated 2-star. Then he got beat by Joseph Parker over 12 rounds when he stepped out of the ring of protection again. Because remember, Robert Helenius, he stepped back in the ring of protection, and look what happens. He takes a guy out in 1 round. When he steps out of the ring of protection again against Joseph Parker, he loses over 12 round. And then he goes against the dangerous Chinaman, who came in better shape than he did for the Joseph Parker fight. And Zhang took him out in 5 rounds in comedic fashion, highly comedic fashion. And that is your king. That's the story of your king, Deontay Wilder, who avoided undisputed with Anthony Joshua. OMG. The mushroom-infused fight doctor is here. But will he accept the invitation? He's got a lot of crow to eat. Anthony Joshua been kicking ass, whilst Deontay Wilder has been eating grass. OMG. So let's see what's going on here. The Tone is up in the building. How do you do, Tone? We're saying here. Wilder should hang up the gloves. Mr. Coates still hasn't come in. Good Lord, man. Come on. Wilder should hang up the gloves. The blueprint is out on him. Thanks to Fury. Come on. Fury made him look good. What are you talking about? Fury made him look good. These cats are the ones that are really showing him his ass. You know, Zhang showed him his ass in 5 rounds. Tyson Fury couldn't do that. You know, they had wars. Apart from the second fight, they were in wars. Tyson Fury made Deontay Wilder look better than he actually was. Let's not get it twisted now. Let's not get it conflated, misunderstood. Once he stepped out of the ring of protection, look what happened to him. Look what happened to his record. Keeps on losing. The Anderson fight, that guy needs to retire. That guy will get crippled by Anderson. And, nobody wants to see that. Forget about Anderson. It's AJ or nothing. And that would be cruel to say you want to see him. Anybody who says they want to see Deontay Wilder against Joshua now, they got a real bad cruel streak. They've got a real bad cruel streak. Shout out to the only doctor of fights who called Usyk trash. OMG. And yet Usyk becomes the first lineal. Forget about Rummy. Forget about what Rummy says. Every time I post a post in Rummy's thing, he deletes it. You know what I mean? That should tell you something. That should tell you something. Deontay Wilder was a hype job. Pure and simple. He was a hype job. He had the cloak of protection around him. Fury was the strictly Fury was never lineal. Let's get this straight. Fury was never lineal. Maybe, okay, you could say maybe when he fought Deontay Wilder the second time, maybe he moved up to 2. So maybe at that point he became lineal. But it had nothing to do with Klitschko. Didn't become lineal after fighting Klitschko. But even when he fought Deontay Wilder at that time, you know, it's disputed. Was Deontay Wilder really number 1? Was Fury really number 2? I had Joshua beating Deontay Wilder all times. Now we see that would most likely have happened back then too. Zhang knocked Deontay Wilder into another dimension. Real talk. No joking. No hate. Just real talk. Real honesty. And when I look back at that knockout, I can't stop watching that knockout. I think I was to watch that knockout for 45 minutes last night before I went to sleep. Before I went to bed. I just kept on studying it. And you know what happened? Hold on. Let's get up. Let's get the video up. And you know what happened? Deontay Wilder telegraphed when he was going to throw his big right. He telegraphed it. It was so clear to see. It was so plain to see. It was so plain to see. He pulled his hand back. He pulled his right shoulder back. And it was so telegraphed. It was crazy. He does that against lesser opponents, mediocre opponents, and they might not realize what's going to happen. Always pulled his shoulder back. What's going to happen now? Pow! Scrambles him just a little bit. It's rare to stay down. They often get up. But scrambles him just a little bit. My ass is getting numb. Let me stand up and shake my leg. Zzz. Get some knee raises in. Get some knee raises in. Deontay Wilder pulls his shoulder back, and as he rotates, both of the gloves are yellow, but as he rotates, let me show you. That's Zhang's glove, and it's just whipped across his face. Whipped across his face, you know, it wasn't even a solid connect. But it whipped across his face, hit him in the nose, hit him in the nose bone. Hit him in the nose bone. Later on, you'll see Deontay, when he gets up off the canvas, you'll see his left nostril. Whips across the left nostril. You see blood trickling out of that. And then the second shot, still with the right, lead right. Second shot hits him under Deontay Wilder's right eye. And both of those shots drew blood. Both of those shots drew blood. Bloods. Both of those shots drew bloods. It was absolute comedy gold. It really was. It was crazy, yo. It was crazy, yo. I'm not going to put this up on the screen. I'll do it for a second. We don't want to disturb the action. Okay, that's the action. Don't want to disturb the action, but Fury's an ATG. Well, I mean, some of the top pundits have put together a list of heavyweight all-time greats, and Fury's quite low on the list. He's not 1 or 2. Forget about that. Not 3 or 4. But he's quite low on the list. So if he's an ATG, he's a lowly one, because he's his resume is poor. It was poor for a long time. Then he pepped it up a little bit. How did he pep it up though? By fighting Deontay Wilder. That was the perception. The perception was that Tyson Fury's resume was poor, and then he fought Deontay Wilder, and everybody thought, "Oh, it's good now." Because if you want to put Vlad in there, I mean, can you put Vlad in there when he fought him? When he fought him coming off a failed drug test? Were the drugs still in? Were the drugs still in? The residual benefits of those drugs, were they still in Tyson Fury's system? I'm asking the question: were there any residual positive effects of the drugs that Fury took against Christian Hammer? Was there any residual benefit when he was fighting Vladimir Klitschko 6 months later? Were there any residual benefits? You do understand, don't you, people, that fight should be ruled a no contest? You do realize, don't you, that the Christian Hammer fight should be ruled a no contest and the Vladimir Klitschko fight should be ruled a no contest? Now tell me that Tyson Fury should be ruled an ATG. Tell me that now. Okay, so Christian Hammer's out. Vladimir Klitschko's out. Who we got? Who's his next best? Who's his next best win after Vladimir Klitschko? It's Deontay Wilder, isn't it? Can anybody say to me that Tyson Fury should be considered an ATG because he beat Deontay Wilder? I'll wait. And the answer is no. Real talk. Sometimes the truth is uncomfortable, people. Sometimes the truth is uncomfortable, people. What's going on here? Where's the... Oh, there it is. That's the truth. That's the truth. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's going to punch hard, but for his weight, for his height and his weight, that power don't carry. He doesn't have the power a man of his dimension you'd expect him to have. Why is Wilder too scared to take a punch now? Because his ring of protection is gone. The ring of protection is gone. It gone. It gone. So now he's just left with himself in there. No ring of protection. No hype men hyping him up. No hyping him up, brainwashing him into thinking that he's great. You can have people brainwashing you to think that you're garbage. You're garbage when you're not garbage. But likewise, you can have people hyping you up, pumping you up, making you think that you're great at something when you're really just kind of average. You're really just kind of average, but they're making you believe that you're great. And that pumping up can work really well if you then apply yourself fully to the task. You know, it can work well. It can work out for you. It worked out for Deontay Wilder when he believed the brainwashing. He had people around him brainwashing him 24/7, believing he was great. Then behind the scenes, they're feeding him, they're saying, what's the crappiest fighter that we can put in there with him and get away with? Imagine that you was the Invisible Man. You'd been granted the power of invisibility, and you walked into some of them meetings that Shelly Finkel was having with Hal Heyman. Now Heyman's saying, go keep on pumping him. Keep on pumping him. Anybody ask Shelly Finkel about Deontay versus Vladimir Klitschko? Shelly Finkel would say, he's just a baby. Meaning he's not ready. Not ready for that work. He's just a baby. Don't forget that. And he was never ready. Deontay Wilder was never ready to fight a top opponent. Although he did beat Tyson Fury first time around. That's strange. And all those who watched my live when I was doing the live about Fury versus Usyk, I had Fury 1 round up. It's strange. So he ain't garbage. He ain't garbage. But he's not who he's made out to be either. And his resume it ain't great. It's not a great resume. Sorry, folks. He's too scared now. He's just mentally unable to throw a punch. Can't even throw a jab to save his life. You tell Deontay Wilder to throw a jab to save his life, he can't do it. Can't throw a cross, can't throw a right to save his life. He was up against one of the boxing's premier knockout artists in current day times, and couldn't do ish with him, but pull back, turn his right shoulder back. What do you think was going to happen? He didn't even set it up with a jab. Look how many years Mark Breland worked with that guy, teaching him how to throw a jab. And he had a crisp jab at one time, but then he devolved with Malik Scott. He chose a guy who took a dive against him as his trainer. Riddle me that. How does that make any sense? Fury showed you have to press forward regardless of how you feel. He was a feared fighter because of that right hand. He wasn't a feared fighter because of the right hand. He was a feared fighter because of the perception of the right hand. The perception of the right hand. What was this? He was a feared fighter because of the perception of the right hand. Fury showed the world he's mortal and how to go in a fight against Wilder. Well, Fury didn't show the world Jack. Fury showed the world his way of dealing with the riddle. His way of cracking the riddle. I mean, really, you parry, you pop 1-2. You parry that jab that he had. Then 1-2, come over the top of that chisel. 1-2, get your head off the center line. Well, actually, you could go with the jab. You go with the jab, get your head off the center line, come back. His right has already gone over your shoulder. Come back, right hook. Good night, Vienna. How do you think a fight with Joshua Wilder would look? Come on now. Perception versus reality. When did Fury legitimately beat the number one in the world? Because he shouldn't have been in the ring with Klitschko. I'll wait. Wilder's power was a myth continued by Tyson Fury because he floored Fury multiple times. But, I mean, who doesn't floor Fury? Who doesn't drop Fury? Come on now. Make it make sense. Zilizan Anthony Joshua has the best knockout, and Anthony Joshua have the best knockouts of the year in the heavyweight division. Preach. Aaron Daly, salute to the RDC Combat Radio Nation. How you doing, Aaron? Hope you're well. Oh my God, Don Z be up in the building. We're getting all the oldies and goodies up in here. Yes, Wilder should retire. But shout out to you and the chat. Shout out to you, Don Zeeby. Hope you're well. You have to know Don Zeeby was a hardcore Deontay Wilder fan, but even he has seen the light, and I think he saw the light live on the Rafael Dorking Combat Radio Nation when I played to him the freshly recorded twerking video. Don Zeeby was speechless, and I think ever since then, Don Zeeby has slowly walked away, and it was the right thing to do. He walked away. Yo, I just had some chicken legs for dinner, and there was more meat on them chicken legs than on Deontay Wilder's entire 2 legs put together. That's something neurologically, there's something wrong. There's a neurological break in the link. But I'm serious. There's something wrong with them legs. There's no way in hell you could be training like you should be training to have legs like them. There's something seriously amiss. I hope he gets checked out. I hope he gets checked out. He needs to get checked out. Hey, Don ZB, you know he's dumped his chick. You know he's dumped Telly Swift for a new lady. Have you seen her? Check out my video. You will see it. Don't leave now. The LDBC are still blaming AJ. OMG. I had some laughs watching some of them LDBC content providers. They made me laugh. They made me laugh. Wilder complaining to the ref about the glancing nose swipe. It was a nose swipe. It was. The shot hit him the first right, hit Deontay in the left nostril when he was facing Zhang before he turned away and ran away. When he was facing Zhang, Zhang hit him with a right and he caught him in the left nostril. And then, for some strange reason, Deontay Wilder turned and ran away. Why, people? Why, people? Explain to me why Deontay Wilder turned and ran away when he got punched in the nose. Fight doctor, please, because you're American too. Please explain to me why Deontay Wilder turned and ran away when he got hit in the nose. Please, we need an explanation. The world needs answers. Yeah. Wilder turned to the ref and said, "Did you see that, Ish? That man hit me. That man hit me in the nose." ATG OMG. Nanzibi, have you seen Deontay Wilder? He got dumped by Kelly Swift or Telly Swift after his brother exposed him for trifling with one of Marcellus's side pieces. OMG. During the open workout, Wilder's doing the basketball backspin. When he tried it in the fight, he got knocked out. Wilder himself said on many occasions he doesn't have to train. It just comes natural. He's just that special. Shelley Winkle was right. Wilder was just a baby. To this day. To this day. Damn. Holy guacamole. Usyk beat the crap out of Fury. Fury won 4 rounds at best. Wilder only got the right hand. He ain't even got that. What right hand? What right hand we talking about? He ain't even got that. That's his new chick, by the way. Go and check my video. Check out the video. Mr. Dawkins is really going to miss Deontay Wilder. Wilder is his favorite fighter. Really? Is that what you think? Is that what you got from this? Is that what you got from this? Wilder was a hype job. Wilder was one of the biggest hype jobs we've seen in modern day boxing. Who would he beat from the 90s? Even from the 2000s? The 90s, the 80s. Which of the top boxers would he beat? They'd all mash him like crackers. They would mash him up like crackers, mate. They'd leave him like creamed crackers. Trust and believe. You better trust and believe. What's going on here? What's going on here? OMG. Damn. What we doing? It was a masterclass from Eddie. Big up Eddie. The dude who slagged him off for years, then led him to slaughter. Damn. Like a, what do you call it? Like a lamb to the slaughter. Like a lamb to the slaughter. Wilder will be back. Back where? Where the hell is he going to be? Say he's going to be back where? Back of house? Maybe back of house. What's he going to be doing? Commentating? I doubt that. He's in serious danger if he gets in the ring because people are going to get extremely confident against him. Joseph Parker Joseph Parker wasn't too confident, but he stuck to a game plan. Zhang, extremely confident. The next person that goes in there against Deontay Wilder takes him out in 2 or 3 rounds. If Anthony Joshua goes in there, my gosh, I genuinely worry for Deontay Wilder if he steps in against Joshua. Even the LDBC channels, they're not asking for that. They know what's going to happen. Most likely happen. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I would genuinely fear for Deontay Wilder if he were ever went in against Anthony Joshua. That would be bad. Perception is a reality. Yeah, if you believe something, it can be a reality, but it's not really real, though. You know what I mean? Them people who went in the lion's den, in that lion's cage at zoos, it ended bad for all of them. But in their minds, they could chill with the lion. In reality, they could not. You know what I'm saying? Wilder is done. Cooked like turkey on Thanksgiving. OMG. Cooked like turkey with a side helping of macaroni and collard greens. You know what I mean? That's how well he's done. Overcooked. Overcooked too. Without enough seasoning. Tone still wants to see Deontay Wilder in there. Yo, you must have a death wish for the guy. Well, I don't know if Fury's a bum, but it's not what all he's cracked up to be. Believe you me. Case study. Well, you know, it's true. You know, as soon as I showed you that twerking video, remember the first time you saw that twerking video you was on a live with the RDCR. How many years ago was that? About 4 years now? Probably about 4 years. Spun him around. Dr. Woodok up in the building, spun him around. Spinzarella. Spun him around like one of the Temptations. Oh, shizzle my nizzle. I'm sorry, folks. We're going to have to get the Temptations up in here. We're going to have to get one of their performances up because some people might not know. Some people may not know how the Temptations used to move. How they used to glide. The Temptations spin. Let's see if I can just pull up the Temptations spin. Remember, I ain't got no letters on my keyboard. So spin. Let's see if I can just find one of their spins. The Temptations spin. It'd be amazing if we could get them. Oh yeah, okay. We can do a spin. Too many. Looks like they're playing too much instruments there. I actually want to see them do a spin. Oh yeah, okay. We're gonna see a spin out of this lot. We're definitely gonna be seeing a Temptations spin out of this. Let's see if I can zero in and catch it. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful right there. That's beautiful right there. But let me see if I can just play with it a little bit. See if I can just play with that a little bit and see if we can do this. Okay. Span around like the Temptations. OMG. Okay. Is that Mark Breland? This one here? Is this one Mark Breland? Is this one Mark Breland's daddy? Come on now. No, it looks more like Otis Redding's. Or Otis Redding's son. Dang. This ain't even the real Temptations, I just realized. Tell us if they ain't got all his money. They never married. They never got married. Tell us if got a portion. She got child support. We had one child with her. He has like one or two with a woman and then moves on. Get that Thriller spin. He was scared. Man was scared. Man was scared because he's left. He ain't got the cloak of protection no more. AJ did better in the second Fury fight than Fury. Well, he got hit less. That's for sure. He got hit less, and you could say better. He never got knocked out. Fury got knocked out in the 9th round. Real talk. He'd beat Peter McNeely. Yeah, he would. But McNeely wasn't really a top cat. He was no TC. McNeely was no TC. My God, that would be cruel to see. To anybody who wants to see Deontay Wilder with the likes of Ike Ibuchi, Ray Mercer, David Tua. Oh my God, that would be comedy gold. You think what happened was comedy gold? Listen, I would put money on Jake Paul over Tyson Fury. Not Tyson Fury, over Deontay Wilder. I would put money on Jake Paul over Deontay Wilder. Tell me I'm wrong. You'll get offers to come back. Wow, that would be cool. That would be cool if that actually did happen. That would be cool. That would be cool. I'm waiting for the spin. Don't tell me they're not going to spin. The only performance where they didn't spin. They did something there though. They did something there. Matchroom didn't try to win the 5v5. This was the C team. Yeah, it wasn't no A team. It wasn't no A team. I knew that, so I didn't really look at it that way. But on the night, that kind of backfired because it made certain people, Matchroom haters, go, look, they're no good. The only aim was to rip any pride and support still going Wilder's way, and leave him and his reputation broken and beaten. Dang. The machinations. Who paid to see a scared bunny? Yeah, who's going to pay to see a scared bunny rabbit like Deontay Wilder? Who would pay to see a scared bunny rabbit like Deontay Wilder? I want to pull up the top. Don't make me pull up the top 10 boxers right now, heavyweight boxers, because I say to you, every single top 10 boxer beats Deontay Wilder right now, and they would have beat him back then too. The top 10. Remember, he rarely ever fought a legitimate top 10 boxer. Who did he fight that was top 10? Romain Stavern before Fury. Romain Stavern and Luis Ortiz. 2. And he failed to stop Romain Stavern, and he got knocked out by Luis Ortiz the first time they fight. The referee jumped in and gave Deontay Wilder some more time. But Deontay Wilder was knocked out in his first fight with Luis Ortiz. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. You must really hate Deontay. You must really hate that cat. Turkey's not the only show in town. You know how Wilder do. You know how Wilder do. You give him a penny, he thinks he's worth 2. You give him 2 pennies, he thinks he's worth 4. Come on now. The Lethal Bizzle up in the building. Jake Paul beats Deontay Wilder today, right now. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. You should get into that. You should get into that. I'm telling you, Jake Paul beats Deontay Wilder right now. No joke. All right, where's the Temptations? Go on. I want to spin out of these cats. Oh, did I get it? Was that the spin? Oh, hey, 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 hey. OMG. Go on. That's Deontay Wilder-esque. That's Deontay Wilder-esque, people. Plenty of cash. Cash rules everything around me. There's plenty of cash. Why was Ortiz even a top 10 fighter? That's a good question. Who'd he beat? Who he beat? Who he beat? Who he beat? He's coming off a steel hammer slamming a couple of years prior. DT3 up in the building. How you doing, my man? I hope you're well. I hope you're well. Hoping you're well and the family's well. And just for that, since you come in, we're going to give you a little sequence. Let's give you a little sequence, a Deontay Wilder sequence. Come on now. Let's look at this. You know how Deontay Wilder likes to dance in the ring? There you go. OMG Jennings. Hold on. The Wilder era. What a sorry era it was. It was a era when a company brainwashed the old man, brainwashed the mind to thinking that it was good. It was good. Spinning like a 4-top, like the 4 tops. Don't make me bring the 4 tops up and Leroy Stubbs. Don't make me bring him up into this thing. Jake Paul for real. No bargain, no deal. So that's it. Jake Paul beats Deontay Wilder. Tell me I'm wrong. Jake Paul is a better boxer than Deontay Wilder. Tell me I'm wrong. Jake Paul goes in there with the focus. Jake Paul goes in with the focus. He knows what to do. He knows how to throw a jab. He knows how to throw a right. He remembers how to knock people out. Deontay Wilder can't do none of that. Deontay Wilder can't do none of them shits. That's just the sad reality. The sad reality is Deontay Wilder was a mere figment of some people's imaginations. It was never as good, anywhere near as good as he was sold and purported to be. It was nowhere near as good as advertised. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Still waiting for a spin. Never really got the spin. Never really got the spin. Where's the spin? All right, maybe we can take a bow. Maybe we can take a bow. Yeah, catch it in your hand and put it in your pocket. Catch a falling star. Yeah, take a bow. Take a bow. Bow out. Bow out. What are you going to do? You're going to bow out or bow down. Bow out or bow down. If Wilder lost to Jake Paul, that would be crazy. Tell me I'm wrong. Wilder loses to Jake Paul. U.S. commentators are still bigging up Wilder's legacy. How the hell can you big up the legacy? How many times do I need to go through the resume? You've seen the resume. It's piss poor. You've seen the resume. It's piss poor. How many times do I need to do this? You know what I mean? It's crazy, yo. The man was a mirage. It was a hype job of the highest order or the lowest order. You decide. I ain't hating on the man. He made some money by conning the public. Hey, kudos to him. But even after all I said, even after me saying all of that, I do believe he beat Tyson Fury in the first fight. Riddle me that. Riddle me this. Take a bow. Standing ovation. You fooled people. You fooled almost everybody, but you never fooled nobody here on the RDCR. Never happened. Where am I? I'm over there. I'm over here. Take a bow. Bow out. What are you doing? Are you taking a bow or are you bowing down? Which one is it? You taking a bow or you bowing down? Which one is it? You can get into narrating books, mispronouncing shizzle all the way through. What you saying? He could have, he would have, could have, would have, should have, but he did. He did. The referee interfered and stopped the KO. That was a KO. They love to spin. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. Damn. Almost smashed the glass. Summary of Wilder's career with a dance. As a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. How silly of me. Why didn't I put a poll up? Why didn't I put a poll up? Let's start sharing that. Let's stop sharing that. What else? What else can I put into place while we're doing the poll? Let's put this up. Let's put this up. There you go. Do you see me now? OMG. And how remiss of me. I asked a question in the title. Or I didn't give you the option to make your voice be heard. So let's do that now. Let's do that now. What is this thing here? Start. Yeah. So what's the question? The question is, should HOULD should Wilder retire? Question mark. Where's the question mark? Is that it? Yeah, there it is. Now, retire ASAP. ASAP. Where's the poll? Is it up there? Damn, the poll comes up in black now. I didn't know that. Malik Scott's a trainer. He didn't bring. How can you bring somebody who took a dive against you? How can you bring that person in as a trainer? Riddle me that. Riddle me this. Oh, he fooled a lot of people. He fooled a lot of people, and Tyson Fury fooled a lot of other people. when he said that nobody can beat Wilder apart from me. That was BS. Yeah, he beat Fury in the first fight as far as I'm concerned. Health over wealth. Health over wealth. Well, he's got wealth. He got wealth by conning the people. Him and Tyson Fury did a con job on the people. Let's not get it twisted. What did I want to bring up? Somebody wrote a brilliant post. Someone wrote a brilliant post. I'm going to go and try and find that right now. They wrote a brilliant post in one of my videos. Now, which video was it? Yeah, I think it was this one. Hold on a second. Hey, the last video is outselling the previous video. Previous video was Deontay Wilder gets knocked out in comedic scenes by Zhang Bang. That was a previous to last. That was a penultimate one. The last one was did Deontay Wilder's new lady sap his legs before Zhang destruction. And that one's doing 695. That one's on 695. I released that one last night. 695. Was it last night I released it? Yeah, I think it was last night. Wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, that's nice. But where was the comment? Yeah. I think I know which video it was in. And so, can I find it? The drop of a hat? Just like that? A rat-a-tat-tat? I think I can. Let me try it. It's worth hearing. Because it was a very well written piece. Where is it? Oh, might be here. Might be there. Nope, that ain't it. Okay, so maybe it was the very last video. So it's definitely worth hearing. Get your votes in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. So let's try and find it. It may have been in the last video. It was beautifully written. Let's see if I can find it. Nope, I can't find it, but maybe I'll put that video up as a, maybe I'll put it up as a post. Maybe I'll put it up as a post. But we're only a few minutes into the poll, but still, let's read out the poll. Let's see what it is saying. Let's get the results from the poll. Okay. And we're gonna leave it there for a couple more minutes as I do my closing piece. Okay, so Deontay Wilder was a hype job. Never really beat anyone good apart from the time when he beat Tyson Fury and they never gave it to him. Okay, you got to say he beat the Bermain Stavern, who was a top 10 guy at the time. Bermain Stavern became a WBC champion by beating Chris Arreola for the vacant WBC belt. Was it vacated by Vlad? Yeah, vacated by Vlad. Deontay Wilder declined to fight Vlad when Anthony Joshua accepted. Deontay Wilder declined to fight consensus top 10 guys. They only fought guys who were very average, mediocre to average. And that's how he stretched out his, that's how he got his title, by beating an average guy, got him to be in the top 10. And that's how he maintained his win streak as a champion with 10 successful defenses over 5 years by beating mediocre and average people. Once he stepped up, he got found out. Not particularly by Tyson Fury, because he beat Tyson Fury in the first fight, as far as I'm concerned. But he got soundly beat in the second. and that crushed his spirit. After he'd crushed the spirit of what's that cat's name? What's his trainer's name? Mark Breland. After he treated him rudely, called him all kinds of wicked names, and yeah, hey, maybe karma is real, right? Because since then he's just gone on a downward spiral until he got to the point. We saw him get to the point against Joseph Parker where he looked like he'd forgotten how to throw a down punch. So Deontay Wilder was a marketing dream, or rather a marketing scheme. A very average fighter. Granted, he won a bronze medal. Maybe it wasn't the best year at the Olympics, won a bronze medal, but then he devolved. His skills devolved because he thought that all he needed was his right hand. And he devolved to the stage where he couldn't even box no more. He can't even box no more. He thought he was going to knock Zhang out with a right, when in reality, Zhang is a great counter puncher. And so instead of setting it up with the blinding jab and then coming through with the right, he just went with the right, pulled his shoulder all the way back. By the time he turned around to torque the body, he already ate a shot to the left nostril, a right to the left nostril. He turned and ran away. And then when he turned back, he caught another shot under the right eye. Got bloodied up by both of them shots, and it was good night, Vienna. It was hasta la vista. It was game over. Game over. And it was a wrap. It was a wrap for all of that crap. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Game over. And there is it. I'll show you just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. I'm gonna have to change the title of this piece because it was solely dedicated to saying goodbye to Deontay Wilder. So I have to say some nice things. Hey, listen, congratulations to the guy for duping the public, because it made him a multi-millionaire on top of already being a multi-millionaire. He got $1 million here, $1 million there, and then he started getting paid in the fives of millions. And then with his subsequent fight after the first Fury fight, in the tens of millions. So probably walked away with, 20 mil for the second fight, 20 mil for the third fight. So, yeah. He's been getting 10 mils from His Excellency. He's been getting 10 mils for His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh. So what? He's up 10 mil, 20 mil, 220 mils from the Fury fight, maybe. Then maybe got 40 mil out of them. He's had 2 fights in Saudi, get 10 mil apiece. So it's 40 mil. 60 mil. And previous mills, they were just for property and whatnot. So maybe 60 mil. Some of it liquid, some of it not liquid. It's going to have to give Telly Swift a couple mil, maybe 5 mil over the child's lifetime. 5 mil, 6 mil over the child's lifetime. The other baby mamas, he's got shareholders. They've cut him up like a cheesecake. You got a shareholder there. JD's owns a piece of him, percentage of him. Shelly Finkel owns a percentage of him. Al Heyman probably owns a percentage of him, even though he's not his promoter manager no more. But the guy's done well by fooling the public. So I guess, you have to congratulate him. I guess you have to congratulate him for that, for fooling the public, duping the public. It's like one of them fake preachers. say, touch the screen and give me your money. You know what I mean? Truth of the matter is, it wasn't all that good, but he had some very intelligent people, very smart people who knew his limitations and kept him away from real competition. That's the truth about Deontay Wilder. Do I wish him any malice? Not at all. I wish him well. I wish him good health. I wish him good cheer. But yeah, don't get it twisted. Deontay Wilder was, hype job doesn't explain it all. He was a mirage. It wasn't what you thought you were seeing. Oh my gosh. No, the way he treated Mark Breen was despicable. That has to be remembered. It cannot be forgot. He'll be remembered by me as one of the greatest paper champs ever. OMG. And I think that sums it up quite nicely. One of the best paper champs ever to exist. So we got to give him credit for that. And, you know, we got work in the morning. Tomorrow's a working day. So I'm not going to malinger. Oh, gosh, we got the poll. We got the poll. There's the poll. Let me cut that down. Let me stop that, pop that, drop that. And let's do the poll for prosperity. Because this might be the last time we talk about the Deontay Wilder fight ever. If he knows what's good for him. Because he's dangerous. If he carries on fighting, he's in danger. He's in danger. So let's get this, let's see what the poll's saying. And let's get it up. And remember, I got a couple of videos. If you haven't checked them out yet, then feel free to do so. Definitely smash the like button before you leave. But before you leave, I want to get this poll up, make it official. I want to put the results in so the people who weren't here at the time know what time it is. Okay, so where is it? Let me see. Let me see. Okay. So end the poll. And is he going to mess around or is he going to give me the results straight away or do I have to press refresh? Well, I press refresh anyway. So there it is. And there it is. Let's copy that. Pop that. Drop that. Okay. Should Wilder retire ASAP, or otherwise known as ASAP? And the result is 14% of respondents said no, and 85%, a resounding majority said, well, 14% said no, and a resounding majority said yes. Deontay Wilder should retire, and I think he should. I wouldn't get any fun in seeing him getting snapped and red-lined, flat-lined. I'm getting joy out of that. Let him retire and enjoy his millions. I'm not gonna read out that last comment, but it is funny, and yeah, probably paid her off. Probably gave her a couple. Probably gave her 50K. Probably gave her 10K to go away. Remember, them times he wasn't really making big money. Probably gave her 10K to make it go away. But there you have it. Deontay Wilder, it's over. It's over. The hype job, marketing job done very well to fool the people. There was no fooling. There's no fooling Zhang. Zhang brought that shizzle to an end. And it's a good thing that Deontay Wilder ducked Anthony Joshua because, boy, that would have been an absolute massacre. The cat don't know how to box anymore. But good luck to him in his future endeavors. But this is it. It's a wrap. It's over for Deontay Wilder. And this is the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like. It's the subscribe. It's the comments. It's the shares. And it is hitting the bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And we are out. Blessed.